everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something very practical that almost every Shopify store runs into sooner or later, and that is product FAQs. If you sell more than one product, you have probably run into this already. Different products come with different questions. One product might get asked about sizing, another about materials, another about compatibility or how to use it. But on a lot of stores, you still see the exact same FAQ showing up on every product page, usually filled with very generic questions that do not really help the customer. So the real question is, how do you make your FAQs actually useful? Reduce repetitive customer service questions, and at the same time improve conversions? The answer is pretty simple. You show FAQs that are specific to each product. When customers see questions that clearly match the product they are viewing, they get answers faster, feel more confident, and are much more likely to move forward with the purchase. Now, Shopify does allow you to add an FAQ section directly in the theme editor. If you open your product template, you can easily add a FAQ or accordion style section. The problem is how that content works. When you add FAQs this way, the questions and answers are written directly inside the template. That means every product using that template will show exactly the same FAQ content. It is fine for store-wide questions like shipping or returns, but not great for product-specific information. So how to make this dynamic? The good news is Shopify already gives us the right tools. We are going to use Shopify Metafields and Metaobjects to make the FAQ list dynamic. This is an inbuilt Shopify feature. No apps needed and almost no code. Everything is managed from your Shopify admin. What we are basically doing is separating the FAQ content from the template. The template stays the same, but the actual questions and answers are pulled in dynamically based on the product. Let me walk you through how this works step by step. First, we still start in the theme editor. Open your product template and add a FAQ list section, just like you normally would. At this stage, it is still a static section, and that is totally fine. Think of it as a container that we will later connect to real data. Next, we move to the Shopify admin. Go to Settings, then Metafields and Metaobjects, and open Metaobjects. Here, we create a new Metaobject definition, for example called Product FAQ. Inside this Metaobject, we add two fields. One is a single-line text field for the question, and the other is a rich text field for the answer. This allows you to format answers properly and reuse them across products if needed. Once the Metaobject is created, you can start adding entries. Go to Metaobjects, find Product FAQ object, and add the entries. Each entry is one FAQ question and its answer. You can create as many as you want, and you only need to create them once. Then we open a product in the admin, scroll down to the Metafields area, and assign the FAQ entries we want to show for that product. Different products can reference different FAQ entries, or even reuse the same ones. Now we go back to the theme editor. Open the product template again. Find your FAQ section and start binding the fields. For each accordion row, bind the heading to the question field from the product meta field, and bind the content to the answer field. Once this is done, your FAQ section becomes fully dynamic. The template stays the same, but the content changes based on the product. One small improvement I always recommend is hiding empty FAQ rows. If a product does not use all available FAQ slots, you do not want empty accordions showing up. With a tiny conditional check in the accordion row file and a simple CSS rule, Shopify will automatically hide any rows without content. This keeps the product page clean and professional. Let's open the code editor. Search for accordion row.liquid file in the blocks folder. Open the file and add the code we provide in our blog to the block settings part of the file. Add the style to the end of this file. And finally, let me show you the result. When you open different product pages now, you will see that each product displays its own relevant FAQs. No duplicated questions, no irrelevant answers, and everything is managed directly from Shopify admin. It's like creating your own FAQ pool. You build your questions once, reuse them across products, and only show what actually matters. It keeps your store organized, scalable, and much easier to maintain. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, feel free to like it, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one.